Damn, it's been a long time. When was the last time we did one of these?
It's been a minute. At least a month, 2, goddamn a year.
You know, I've aged. I've become a new man.
Johnny's a new man. Johnny got the samurai man bun now. I know y'all can't see him, but you can hear it. You can hear a difference in his voice. It's the bun.
You can hear a bun?
You can hear the bun, bro. That shit is powerful.
It's crazy.
You can hear the confidence in your voice.
You hear the confidence in your voice.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Dude, that's just blessings. Blessings upon all of us. Yo, it's good. We back in here. I am here once again, your host with the most, Johnny Currian. Get at me because my name is my motherfucking name.
My name is my name.
Oh, wait. You know, I premiered this on the Red Ribbon Army. Shouts out the Red Ribbon Army if you have not checked out the Red Ribbon Army.
Motherfucking gang!
I just want to let y'all know I premiered this other AKA on there. I'm about to break it on here. AKA Mr. Turn your wifey to my wifey.
Turn your wifey into your waifu, nigga. Your girl ain't your girl no more. She belong to a weeb nigga now. Weeb nigga like Johnny.
You said turn your wifey into your wifey? I need some explanation.
Let them know who you are. They heard your voice already.
What up, boys and girls? It's your boy. It's your boy. Stan the man. Stan with the plan. Fuck, I need a good intro. God, it's me, Stan.
God.
Fuck!
God,
that
it's
intro
me.
sucks
It's
ass.
always bars though. It's always bars, and I respect that.
God,
there was one time he kept on trying to go with it. It was like some head on a swivel podcast, and he was like, "Stand with the man,
Stand with the
plan." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I can stand with the can, and I was like,
Bars.
they were never impressive rhymes, but I felt the cadence.
Oh, of course. Oh, shit. All right, Nate, let them know who you are.
I respect that. I like that. God, it's me. God, it's me too, boy. You hear the voice. It's Picasso, Nate Jackson, Hokage of the Village Hidden in the Leaves, Commander of the Scout Regiment, Captain Commander of the Guy 13, and the General of the Red Ribbon Army, Nate Jackson. Back with another episode of Stay Tuned.
This is unfair.
It's been a minute.
It's unfair. This man has like 13 different titles.
That's a resume, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
got
even
a
an intro.
whole
That's
resume.
insane, bro. You so qualified for this?
Yo,
Holy shit.
yo, come at me.
Like, if you guys could get any sponsors for this podcast, what sponsors would you get? If we could sell out right now.
If I do a Trojan commercial, I'm just doing it as if it's just decoration.
Yeah.
Like, this just looks so nice on your desk.
I'll use it exclusively for non-condom purposes.
Just
during the
decoration.
commercial. Decorate like a nice like tree.
Don't even open the box ever.
Yeah.
But no, if I had to get one sponsor, it's definitely Dick Pills. I almost swallowed.
You said dick pills?
Dick Pills, 100%. It'll change your life.
Wait, you've been using some?
Hell yeah, bro.
Does your dick not get up?
No, it does.
That's giving your dick too much power though. I'm scared.
So much power. It's literally steroids for sex.
Do you last longer?
You do last long. You last longer, yeah.
Does it feel better?
Son, so much more sensitive. So much more sensitive,
Really?
but still lasts longer.
What?
How?
That's
Get up,
crazy.
son.
See, that's the type of information I don't need to know. This is
Son, I don't understand how niggas don't notice. It literally gives you super
Wow.
dick.
But if-
100%
can
guaranteed
change
you're gonna
a man.
give the best
Does it
dick
make
ever.
it-
that
Does
can
make
literally
it
change a
longer?
man's.
Does it make you longer?
You said what?
Does it make you longer?
Everything, bro. Everything.
Damn.
I thought like you know how you think like I always thought that I was getting 100% hard every time until I started taking dick pills. Nope. Super Saiyan 3 is possible, bro. It's possible. It's
Damn.
possible.
You take horny goat weed or what do you take?
Nah, none of that shit works.
What is horny goat weed? Wait a minute. Stan just floated horny goat weed like this is like a casual thing. Wait a minute.
Nah.
No, horny
that's
goat
that-
weed's a thing, but it's like ginseng and like a whole bunch of like natural shit.
Me and
Dog.
my buddy tried half of one before we went to a dance in high school. We tried that shit, bro, and we were literally in the fucking dance, just like our dicks were just tingling, uncomfortable. Like, cause we only took half, so like didn't make it hard, it just tingled. I was like, this is stupid. I was like, this is so dumb.
No.
And they literally just like,
No,
I had
son.
like one girl rub her ass on me. I was like, this is okay, I guess. You said what? I really don't know. This was at those student council conferences. That was the worst twerk that I've ever. Well, I looked so stiff taking that. That was like one of the first twerks I ever took.
I still remember my first work.
You remember your first twerk?
It was in the backyard at Ty Sean McDowney's house.
There you go. Did you take it right?
Probably not. I don't even know. Like, cause me and that, like, I'm thinking how I remembered it then. And I don't know if I was wrong or right then. It was just, it's happening.
Yeah, I thought I was doing it right, and then like I was a freshman, and then like a couple of the seniors like took a picture of me and posted it on Facebook and started cooking me.
Hey, shouts out all the women who be twerking, you know what I'm saying? All the thick girls, BBW girls, you know what I'm saying? Even skinny girls like Zendaya who say they ain't got no booty. Go ahead, throw it back. Throw it back for a real one.
Yeah, y'all find Zendaya attractive?
I think who she is as a person is just so attractive.
Like dope.
And also,
Yeah.
I'm also really into fashion. I always try to explain this to people. Like, if I can buy the Raf Simons dress and then put that on my chick and have her kill that, that's a flex. Like, that's something I'm trying to do in my life.
Oh yeah.
So, and I feel like she's just got a great body for that. Like, she's got the body of like an ideal model.
That's where you lose me.
Wait, why you say that, Stan?
Just the ideal body.
I mean, no, ideal body for a model though. She does
Yeah.
for clothes.
For a model,
Specifically
right.
runway.
But
Specifically
yeah,
runway.
he's saying more just to rock some.
Yeah,
some
let me
rap
be
or
very
some
clear.
shit.
Okay.
I don't think there's a definition of an ideal body. That's too.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
personal. It's just
There's no
subjective.
such thing
But I
as an
know it-
objective ideal body.
Yeah, but I don't think the ideal body is what the model body is. Like if there is an ideal body, it's not that.
But this is the thing I was trying to explain. I think a woman's mind is like the most attractive quality to a woman.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And so when I tell people that, like, I say all that in mind, and like people always forget about like, yo, this girl's like, I'm really into her mind, and then I'll say like two other things, and they'll always, I've noticed, focus on the two other things. I'm like, why can't y'all just understand that I love this girl, like for like the way that she thinks,
The way that she thinks.
grows me as a person. Like, we just gonna scan over that, but we gonna be like, well, you said she didn't have the fattest ass though.
I think people.
Yeah.
I think people are conditioned to hear like shit about their mind and just assume it's bullshit.
Yeah. I always tell Gabby, like, I saw her playing chess one time. I was like, ooh. I was like, girl. When you put him in a checkmate, ooh. Oh, God. Damn.
When you move that rook to C6,
Dead ass, bro. Or like when I see her studying or something, I'm like, damn, keep doing it. It's out of that
Keep
shit.
doing
It's
it.
attractive to me.
Dude, yeah, intelligence is attractive.
I think just me finding ways to be proud of somebody. If I'm proud of you, that ups it. If it's intelligence or it's, I don't know, some physical shit, anything really other than how you look.
I think it all, like, for me, it all stems from like when people work hard, like that shit. Like when people work hard, that's just attractive to me.
To work hard, you have to sacrifice everything else and just do that thing as well as you can, as long as you can,
Yeah.
within reason. And that's like hard as shit to do. That's a lot to ask of somebody, especially in like 2019 when we have like a million distractions.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do one thing. Like,
Right.
yeah, no wonder why kids are like got fucking ADD all the time these days. Like, there's so much shit going on. Like, I feel bad for like younger kids who like grew up with like iPhones. I feel like I'd be so dumb if I grew up with the iPhone. Like,
Same
I would just watch videos all day.
I feel like there's just so many skills that you're just not building. Yeah, you use now because
You don't even realize how much you use it until you don't have it. And then you're like, oh damn, my GPS, oh my alarm, oh I don't know, contact with people that I normally have contact with. You know what I mean? It's crazy how much you use.
I'm using it a lot less now, and I love it. Turn all my notifications off. I delete most of my apps.
Yeah,
Man, that shit's so nice. When I like had to do it, like it sucked at first because like when I dropped my I didn't drop that purposefully. Sunk my phone in the Hawaii Ocean. I was like that 2 weeks that I had to fucking just get through life without it. It was nice. I literally had to print out directions from Louisiana to Indiana and then just drive. Like just listen to the radio. Like I didn't have my phone to like get the music that I wanted. I didn't have a GPS telling me every turn, every direction. I got lost like 3 or 4 times. And it sucked, but at the same time, it was like, damn, it was an experience. Like I literally walked up to a cop and was like, yo, I'm lost. Can you show me where this next exit was? And then he literally led me there. I was like, that was an experience. I was like, that was cool. Like, I don't know. And then like, the crazy thing is when I like was looking for a map, they rarely sell maps in any store, like not even gas station. And I went into a Dollar General or whatever, and I was like, yo, can I get like a map or whatever? She was like, a map?
Do you not know what that is?
I was like, a map? And she was like,
Said that like it was like a steam engine. She's like, what
on
is
your
that
iPhone,
shit?
on your iPhone,
What, a printer
it
press?
says
I heard about one of those in a
maps.
history book once. The fuck?
On your fucking iPhone, it says maps. I don't understand how she
Oh,
got
map?
confused. She was like, a map, sir, I don't know what you mean. And then this old dude comes up and is like, I got it, I'll explain it. Like a map where you find it's literally
I'll
fucking.
explain a map is crazy.
Dude, I couldn't. She said, oh, a map. We don't have those. I was like, you know what? I just wasted so much fucking time with your ass.
My kids are gonna have no idea what a map is.
Dude, my kid's about to be
No
so
idea.
ignorant.
My kids aren't getting a phone
Yeah, I know.
for a while.
I say that too, and I definitely want them not, but like everybody else is gonna have one, and at that time it's just gonna be so behind.
I think the times that they don't have a phone though, like early on, I just gotta make sure I spend like way more time with them, like make sure they're outside more. Like they gotta like go outside when they're like hella young.
True.
Like I don't understand how parents are like just giving 2-year-olds like I see like so many of these like younger kids
It's
just cry all the
easy.
time, and then their parents just give them a
Just give them
smartphone
some.
and they stop crying. But
It's
like
easy.
it's like they're getting brainwashed and like you're just like leaving them on pause instead of like solving the problem. Like kids gotta cry to like figure shit out.
It's easy. It's the easiest
Yeah.
way to parent.
It is. It for real is. I totally understand it. Like it must be exhausting to be a parent. Like goddamn, if there was just like a cop out to just be like, get me the fuck out of this situation. Like this kid has been yelling in my ear for 3 hours. I totally get it.
I feel like that affects your young developing brain though. My cousin had just had a kid like a few months, actually last year. It's probably like 1 now. And like every time I see him, his face is like buried in the iPad, playing like loud games and shit like that, and watching shows. Like that can't be good for he's a baby, you know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
stare at the screen all day. Like, it has to physically do something to you.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see here soon.
Yeah, we'll see. That baby might grow up to be genius because of that shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
you don't
knows?
know.
This is the first time we've done this.
I feel like we're just making like savants out of people now. Like kids are gonna be just super specialized at like doing one thing because they grab a smartphone and then you can really do anything with that. But like kids usually get obsessed to like 2 or 3 things. Like maybe it'll be like generally like Fortnite or some shit. So they'll be really, really, really fucking good at that. Like better than any other generation of people doing that one thing. But then
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of these like basic social norms are just gonna be they're assuming handled, but people have to do.
Right.
Not everybody gets the job that they want and stuff like that. And especially when you're competing for stuff like that. Like I know like a lot of younger kids like really want to be professional e-gamers and shit. Like
That's
Yeah,
hard
no,
to
that's-
get.
yeah,
a
like
big
people are
deal.
just like
Everybody
yeah.
wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, everybody
Make
wants to be a
videos,
YouTuber. That's so true.
slime, Yep.
Oh, shit's changing so fast.
Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. Like there's tons of little girls that I know that are trying to do like makeup videos, trying to do
Vlogs.
And that's the thing that hurts me the most is it's all the same shit. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like you're trying to do something original to actually like use the platform for what it's for.
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
like if you think about social media, it's about self-expression. So like when we used to have like regular posts on like Facebook, but like now it's just like here are these given formulas that we know where you'll be able to make money. Instagram
Yeah.
thoughts, soy protein, yoga pants, numbers.
It's funny seeing all those Instagram pages.
Yeah.
They're all exactly the same formula. Over and over. They're all interchangeable people. It's the same
Yeah,
shit.
right?
Right.
No
And
individuality
it's
at
the
all.
same poses, and it's like all.
The same
I'm even
shit.
saying
Exact
like
same.
even get the cinematography to be different. It's something I don't know. Like it's just crazy how it's so
Yeah.
carbon copy. People always want to talk about like social influencers. There's not a lot of influencing going on if everybody's doing the same shit.
Yeah.
But is that really different from anything like in humanity? I don't know. That's just kind of like how humans are, right? Like something is popping, right? Whether it's social media, whether it's I don't know some fucking mineral. I don't know. Like it's popular. Like it's rare at the time, right? And then it gets popularized, and then people start hopping on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? And then it gets
Yeah.
oversaturated, and then people just move. Then people move on to the next big thing, right? So like I don't know. I just feel like that's how humans are. You know what I mean? Whether it's expressed through social media or anything else. I can't give a good example for it.
Is that healthy though?
What that we do that?
Yeah. I don't know. It makes us achieve more than we originally thought, and that's good. Then at the same time, it's like it always feels like we always have to make some like type of moral sacrifice to do this. Like 'cause we always have to take an idea and like
Run it into the ground.
yeah, like just extremize like the fuck out of it and like just like stretch it to its maximum potential.
I think it just shows that there's like innovators. There are a set few innovators like among humans, and then there's people that are just kind of gonna follow suit. I mean, that's kind of a negative way to think about humans, but I think like most people aren't built to be innovators, I guess.
That's where I disagree with. I think everybody kind of has the potential to be innovators. If you look at the followers, it's usually the people who are following all these innovators are younger people and people who haven't even built up the skills to and the personality to know like I can do my own individual shit. They grew up following.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If those people didn't grow up like saying like I gotta be like this person and then I gotta be like this person, like their whole lives they've been doing I gotta be like this person. Okay. If they've been spent that time like getting their own individuality, they could probably be innovators too.
So you think everyone has it within them to be an innovator? It's just how you're. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I also think leaders are also really good at being able to like make other people share their vision. So like if you look at like a lot of really good companies, if you look at like Apple or like Tesla, those employees get like overworked, but like they all say that they enjoy it because somebody at that company in terms of just like core beliefs has been able to convince that person who works for them to like work extra hours on this product because it's like a part of them. It's not just like Tesla's giving electric cars, it's like you're gonna help build the electric car.
Yeah.
And like by selling them on that vision, they'll be more likely to be able to work. I think leaders are just really, really good at being able to communicate an idea so people get just as hyped about it such that like they feel like
like it's a part of their identity almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Shit, speaking of Tesla and Elon Musk and moving technology and shit, how do you feel about China getting to that far side of the moon?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
A lot of shit done, dude. What's going on here? As being a United States citizen, I like being the top dog. I hope we can stay being the top dog. I see this far side of the moon shit. I'm like, they're clearly trying to one up us at this point. Like, the fuck is going on here? We gonna clap back? Like,
I have a question about Tula. Why are we in competition with China? Like, why that in the first place? Do we have like? I mean, I'm honestly asking because I might just not know.
To be honest, I think some of the best that the world has to offer comes from investing in places like China and third world countries like India and like places like Africa. Like, I feel like some of the best talent and the most resources are there in terms of people. Even if you look at resources like land resources, you think about all of the oil, gold, jewelry, spices, like that all came. Like, we all know where that came from, bro. We all know where all of the jewels of the British like Crown Empire sits on. They came from those countries. Like, and they came from smart people who built civilizations. We have history proving this. Like, everybody comes from Africa, for example. Like mitochondrial Eve. Look at like Mayan civilizations and stuff like that. Clearly, there were advanced civilizations all around the world, but then certain people were able to get certain technologies at certain times, and so like everything has become.
Africa is on the come up though,
and that's dope. We will benefit. Like, everybody benefits from Africa being dope. I'll put it like this: like, in terms of sports, like, it's been a great year for sports in my opinion, both football and basketball, because it's been so even competitive. Like, it's made me watch more games. I'm more interested. I'm enjoying good football season. Like, and if you like even competition, like, I feel like you could apply that to also economies too. Everybody's winning, but everybody's still competitive.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Trust. Countries not trusting other countries, you know what I mean? Because there's always going to be, like, no matter how optimistic you are, there's always going to be somebody out there not looking out for your best interests. You know what I mean? So it's like, if like, oh, you're like, oh, I'll be nice. I'm gonna cheer China on when they go exploring through space and they fucking find a ray gun and it gets in the wrong hands and they fucking exterminate.
Just chilling down space. Fucking, oh, look at this.
Exterminate everyone in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just, I think it's a security thing. I mean, I would love to be optimistic as well, but I think the reason why we're not is because if you're too nice, you get fucked over.
There's still middle ground that we can be in, though.
Yeah. I mean, I wish there was.
I don't know.
I think there is.
I think there's a nature to these things, and it's tough to convince everybody to be 100% like in one way. It's tough to convince everybody in a room to be 100% good or something. Like, I'll put it like this: it takes one bad person to ruin a good party, but it takes a whole lot of good people to make a bad party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And because that's the case, like, for us to live in a world where everybody's truly like satisfied and happy and stuff, 100% of people got to be good all the time. And that doesn't necessarily work with competition. So I don't know what's the right answer. Like, I don't know, but
it is. I mean, and you can't have good times without bad times. You gotta take the bad times how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really bothers me though. It's like, it bothers me that I can't fully appreciate something without experiencing less of that something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit here and say all I want, I appreciate. Okay, let's say you live a pampered lifestyle. You can say all you want. I appreciate my lifestyle, but you don't know what it's like to have less. You know what I'm saying? Like if you grow up a pampered lifestyle, you know what I mean? So it's like it's so shitty because like I want to be like, I appreciate what I'm doing right now, or I appreciate this or that, even though I've had it for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's so shitty.
Definitely.
But I mean,
It really is. I think we're living through in the past few years a huge shift in human behavior, human lifestyles, and technology. Like we're living through. I think we're living through a crazy time. Like we're so lucky to be born where we're at and just get to witness just this big change in humanity,
for
which
sure.
is really what it is.
true.
Yeah, and I love that you said that, Nate, because like going back to what you were saying from before, as we've aged, I feel like our social media habits have changed according to what we just talked about. Like now we just go on there to really just express ourselves as opposed to having to like commit to social norms of like I gotta like this person's picture, or like I gotta leave this certain type of comment. Like I feel like we not playing games no more. We just live it. Like if I just like say something or like something, like that's truly how I feel in that moment. I don't really care about the reaction I get out of it.
It's such a better feeling living that way.
Yeah, I don't know if young kids are living that way.
They're not.
Maybe they'll age into that though. Like I could see why they're being like that right now. Like if I was 15, bro, I cared so much about what was going on. Like at my high school, like how my reputation was doing when I was like 15, bro. Now I'm just like, bro, I'm so blessed to just be a person who gets to exist. Like there's so many little things I took for granted that I can just sit back and then be blessed about now. Like, but when I was younger, like imagine being 15 and still caring as much as you did about high school, and then also having all that social media.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
There's no way you actually learn
Right?
your shit in school with all that shit going. That's so much.
Yeah. Oh,
That's so
way.
much.
Bro, Snapchat when you were like 13? Oh, that's crazy. That's dangerous.
Seeing my sister's Snapchat and my
that's
sister's
hilarious.
Instagram bothers me so bad. She has like 50 streaks with 50 different people, and like she'll literally like in the contact name will be S for streak, so that she'll remember to go through and just send people a picture of the fucking wall and say streaks on it. I'm just like,
Wow.
ugh, that makes me so sick. And I'm like, do you like? She was like, oh yeah, let me send this picture to this guy in like Iceland. I said that stupid.
That's creepy.
Yes, I was like, do you know him?
crazy.
She was like, no, I don't know. We just keep a streak. I was like, oh. And then like on Instagram, like all her friends will comment like 4 times with the same fucking emojis. They'll be like heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. They'll comment that. Then heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. Comment that. So they'll
That
have
hurts
as
my
many,
eyes to see shit like that.
yeah. So they'll have as many comments as possible. I'm like, oh, so sickening.
Dude, I love tweeting. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
too.
I totally understand why like Trump and Kanye go on these rants. I totally understand it. I'm like, damn, he was just in his bag that day. Like that can happen anyway. Twitter is dangerous, but like if you can control it, it's a beautiful thing. Like kind of like what Nate was saying from before. If you just step back and watch it, it's like quite the thing to admire. Like
Yeah, like long neck and short neck, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Long neck and thick
Whatever.
neck.
yeah. Like they
They
getting
have a
real
song,
dollars out here
yeah.
though. Like Long Neck is
That's what
doing
I'm saying, like,
interviews.
I don't know how much
Like,
money they're actually making though.
I don't know, but they tried to monetize it real quick.
Yo, this is a real question. Do you think Long Neck has gotten a bag for a club appearance?
He's
yet?
definitely got that for club appearance, I think. But I don't think they're making any serious money for how much we're seeing them. I think most people ever seen so much are making.
Would you go to that club if you saw that poster and you were like, "Oh shit, Long Neck is gonna be at blah 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 tonight"? Or you pull it up? You pull it up to see Long Neck?
Yo, I'm specifically not going to that club because they do such shit like that.
Definitely. My brother, my dad, and my cousin went to a club in Vegas where like Kevin Hart was there, Big Sean was there, fucking Dave Chappelle, like all these people was like one of the hottest clubs in Vegas. I couldn't make it. I was so sick. And my brother got
Yeah, I would have.
some girl in VIP saw my brother walking by and literally pulled him into VIP. And he was fucking partying it up. Yeah, I was
That's Vegas, baby.
I was killing it.
Johnny, them hoes been treating you well though.
Man, honestly, no.
No, honestly, no.
Honestly, no.
They're really not.
Yeah, the past like
the
past like 2 or 3 months, I've been like, yo, like I think I'm just gonna like focus on other things right now. Like I don't even want to focus.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
You've been talking real positive in this podcast. That might be just the key to a good life. Is just to not worry about that.
I always want to work at highs and lows, and I feel like this is the point where I'm trying to build stuff, and I feel like you can't build. Okay, I've been reading the Mamba Mentality by
Mamba Mentality,
Bryant, like religiously, like bro, the past week, and like literally, it's like the dedication that Kobe has to just focusing on the things that he wants to get accomplished for that day. Because of that, I've wanted to like just simplify my life a lot more. Because I feel like if I'm just chasing hoes or like falling in and out of love in the long run, there's a lot of opportunities that I could be missing that I want, that could lead me to things I want to accomplish in my life. I want to be able to make a certain amount of money. Like I want to be able to fully own things, to have like full independence. Like to even remove the money part, like full independence of like freedom, being able to own property, being able to like figure out like other ventures that I can invest in, just being able to find an ability to not only find opportunities but to put other people on opportunities. That's like the thing that interests me the most. And I'm like, how do I break out of this like 9-to-5 structure and like try to become something more than that?
It's a fucking journey.
Yeah, dude. So I'm on that process, like of just like, but it all starts from within. Like for example, to go outside, it's like, you know, it takes a lot of energy. Like you have to be. There's an endurance to being social, I would say, to be constantly out. Every weekend you going out, you like trying to talk to somebody or shake hands. Or, like,
that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Every weekend's a lot.
Every weekend, that's a lot. So exactly. So you have to be in a certain mental state to persevere that and actually be happy throughout all of it. Because you can be in the club and rich and just be depressed as fuck. Like, yeah.
I think people who go at that religiously are depressed.
Yeah, for sure. And like, you never want to be in that state. But I do know that big money moves through clubs. Like, there's a lot of deals that get made through clubs. Or just being at certain events at certain times. Like, you know, I look at the way that my career has turned out a lot more. My GPA compared to other people that I graduated with, I look like a fucking idiot compared to
I am an idiot compared to
compared to like these like 4.0 like CS majors. And I realized like a lot of the opportunities that's been created for myself in the past few years have just come through being able to find myself at the right opportunity and being able to capitalize in that moment. And it kind of goes back to like Kobe being able to hit clutch shots in the fourth quarter. It's like, A, the opportunity has to come where your team trusts you to actually have the ball in your hands in that moment. And then the second thing is just being able to practice making that shot so many times that it goes in, no matter what. I'm at the part where I need to practice. And so that's what I'm doing. And that was a big thing that I realized, like myself. I'd rather court somebody than hook up with them and then see where it goes from there. With that being said, though, I do feel like premarital sex is pretty important. Having regular sex is pretty important, and it's like a phase that you definitely need to like get through so you can like physically understand somebody. With that being said, like I'm tired of like hooking up with people, and I feel like when you're a young adult, like especially like once you're like 23, 24, 25, it's pretty much this culture where it's like dating apps are bust. Like you were saying from before, I feel like a lot of people our age don't really go outside like that. And I don't ever want to gamify love. And I feel like that's where I was getting at to this Tinder process. Because like 2018, I had never had so many intimate moments with different women. But then I look back now at my age in 2019, and I'm like, that's actually meaningless. Like the things that matter to me are like the little moments that I spend with the person. In a relationship that I can grow with them and see how they can grow me, because I feel like there's a lot of unlocked potential within me that only another person can make me tap into. So like once I find that, I'll know. But like until then, I'm chilling.
Feel that.
I can't really talk about that in public too much because I feel like we live in such a culture of having to like get hoes that like, I guess, you know, ladies like to call this toxic masculinity. I don't know what the fuck you want to label it, where we live in a culture where it's like if you're not getting ass, like you're not really being a man. And so like because of that, it's I'm not always like coming out and being like, yo man, let's just like hang out and have good time. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's them though. That's them. What's going on with them though? As long as you recognize your shit and where you want to go with life and where you want to go with certain people, and then none of that shit really matters though.
Yeah, let me be very clear about this. The only thing that I really said, I went on this really fucking deep diatribe, but to sum all this up, I just need Forbes like right before it.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it comes down
I
to.
can.
Let me know you a little bit. Because love is getting gamified like this, all these girls my age in Austin are trying to like hook up and use me
Yeah.
for an experience. Like that's what it's come down to. Like, which is dope, and I get it, and it's taught me how to become like the most presentable man. Like if I gotta turn it on, I know how to, like exactly like what females are looking for, and I'll study that shit like a science. Because you have to. Like Tinder literally turns it into a game. Like if you want to be able to get as many swipes as you can, it's like these are the steps. Like have a dog in one of your fucking pictures. Say that you like blah 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 blah. Take it to this spot.
Get that beer right.
Have a fucking man bun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so funny. Right? Like so they like try to teach you these things, and it's like that's it detaches you from being yourself, and that should be the core thing.
But you find that through learning through all that shit though. Through learning through all that bullshit, you find that like what really works is finding yourself. So then you backtrack and delete all the other bullshit that you learned to win on Tinder or whatever.
Yeah, and because of that, I have more appreciation for just like people, like the little things in life, like talking to people.
Yeah.
Like just talking to anybody in general, or just like any feminine energy, just like being able to talk to girls more. I feel like I just have such a weight off me that like you can just like sit and like have genuine conversations, and that is attractive to me. The experience of that is attractive to me, and that will propel me into my like next situation where I hook up with her, and we'll see where it goes from there.
You always hear niggas complain about like how when they're single, nobody really pays too much attention, but when they get in a relationship, then hoes start to want them.
Yes.
I think that's why I think men don't realize that when the potential of fucking a girl you're talking to is gone, then the more relaxed I think I actually build a connection that you were talking about with them, because that weight's off their shoulders, and they actually like women like that so much more than a nigga trying so hard.
Yeah, it's like you're finally seeing them as a person.
You're finally seeing them as a person. You finally actually making a real connection instead of trying so hard to impress them or be someone that you think they're gonna like, or whatever that bullshit is that we do.
If you're able to touch like a girl's hips back in middle school, you're like, wow, where do I go from here? This is uncharted territory. Everything is new.
I miss that. I do miss that.
Yeah.
So it used to be the best feeling ever was just having a girl like sit on you or just like brushing by ass. I miss that
I've
excitement.
been so familiar with
I do.
pussy now. It kind of be pissing me off. I'm like,
know.
all right,
I know.
I see that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
some
that.
spoiled
We good.
motherfuckers. There's some people listening to this podcast like right now, like fuck y'all.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm so used to vagina. Oh my god. I'm just so sick of being used to having sex with
No,
people.
it's not that. It's not
I'm
that.
so
Maybe
funny.
maybe we.
Nah,
split this
hey,
up.
no, it's
Yeah,
no, it's that.
sickening.
I just feel like we just initiated
pissed off
earlier.
right now.
We just like initiated early. That's it. So like, and back then you got a lot more free time as a kid. Like I feel like if you start doing that stuff younger, kids have so much free time.
I think I'm just more used to it. Honestly, I think I just got jaded.
Yeah.
Hate that though, bro. Cause I do miss that excitement,
Yeah,
man.
you right.
Is there anything adults get excited for? Like,
Nah,
excited
we've seen
for?
it all at this point. I feel like I've seen it all at 24. I know, like, or 23. I feel like it's so cocky. With it.
I feel like I finally understand why adults were so boring to me when I was little. It's because of that. Like none of that shit. They don't get excited anymore because they've been living that shit for 45 years or whatever.
Yeah, seen it,
Over
did
and
it.
over again.
Yeah, it's just like exciting.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing that me and Nate are more jaded by. Isn't necessarily like pussy itself, but just like the fact that we've learned so much so early. Yeah, sometimes I even get burdened by that in it of itself.
is.
Like I feel like, I go to, for example, I was at like this really, really like awesome concert, but I had already seen the artist already, so I was like already just kind of looking around and seeing how the crowd was reacting to it compared to my first time. And I remember just like seeing these like, I think it was like these 15, 16-year-old kids, and you could just tell it was like one of their first times being at a concert in general, like, and they were just like amazed with like the concept of a concert. And I was like, damn, I remember learning that. And it's like, people always try to like push you to be like the smartest, like most well-informed like person ever, but like people always say this about like financial markets, like the more information you know, like the more confused you are, like, and I feel like that's like kind of, or at least for me, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to stuff like that. It's just like you learn so much information, it's almost like you're set in your ways of seeing things a certain way. Kids always, they don't understand things, so they want to learn more. Like they're always curious, so maybe it's just like more of like being able to find our curiosity as like young adults again. I don't know. That's part of the journey of life. Like I want to be more curious though, especially to pussy. Show me new things, pussy. Show me new things. Bro, women have gotten so much more freaky in the past 5 to 6 years. And I'm grateful for it. I have no idea how people were fucking in the 1850s. A girl would take off her shoe and the dude would start jerking off. Come on,
Again, though, I envy that a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, Gertrude.
You're so dirty, Gertrude.
So dirty.
That's the vibe I'm trying to be on for this cruise. Stay tuned, cruise, bro. Is it happening?
I didn't even think about that. That
There's a video on that too.
That's what I'm saying. For the listeners of the podcast, we're in talks to do a cruise, and we're gonna leave it there. There might be some content coming up around that.
Yo, that would be wild. I didn't even think about that.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with one little teaser. Picture Stan Hogan in Cuba.
Oh,
and we're gonna leave it there. If that ain't content, I don't know what is.
Oh man. Got all the viewers coming in now. They're ready.
They're ready.
Hey, and with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Stay tuned, listeners. I love you. Actually, shit, all three of us have our own separate podcast. Go listen to that shit too. Head on a Swivel, Jony and Kitten, Red Ribbon Army, freaking NBA Clinic. What else we got? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Go listen to all our shit. It's on our Twitter. It's on our YouTube. Subscribe, follow, listen, talk, love, fuck, all that shit. Do all that shit, but do it with us.